It's your boy Bleeve. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
So in my quest to make sure that I make some changes and keep everything fresh here in my giant studio, as you guys can see, in the middle of this fictitious gigantic city with my blue and red neon open office floor plan. I sometimes forget what I was going to do is start off with the intro and then go into like the music. So God damn it, messed that one up. Anyway, my name's Bleeves. This is Bedtime with Bleeves. We're going to start looking around this crypto madness that we call currency and see what we can see about what is going on next, where we're headed, and just take the pill, I guess. I guess we're going to red pill tonight. John Thomas says, Ben Nation, ready for the daily recap. Ben looks like it's ready to have a run. I'm not convinced how far it's going to go, but I do think that there's positive momentum to it. And we are, what are we now? About less than a month away from the launch of Dubai Coin. So what's going on, Justin W? Tony P's in the house. Stephen Blaylock is here. Dave D's Nuts is in the house. Richard Nelson, Robert Freeman, Fancy Man FOMO. Dubai Coin is available. I think it probably launched earlier than August 13, but the party is going to be on August 13. I don't have the exact information yet. I'm not really, so I'm not part of that. I'm not part of Ben either, but they like me. So I get, not exactly inside details, but I get probably more information than some other people get. So, but we don't have like a launch exact date on it yet. So we'll see. Sativa Cyborg Fry says, what's up, Bleev? Smash that like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Also, I still need those 3 NordVPN signups. So if you can help me out, 90 days free. It doesn't cost you anything right now for 90 days to sign up for NordVPN, and it's not a binding contract to begin with. If you cancel after 90 days, that's on you. It'd be awesome if you didn't, but yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty good deal. And look, I keep it on just so you guys understand. I practice what I preach here. I keep it on at all times when I'm moving around. Now, if you guys remember a couple months ago, I was hacked. And it was my MetaMask wallet. They didn't get much. They only got like 2,000 because it was a MetaMask specific hack. So, but protect yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. By the way, what do we think here of the new logo up here at the top? I've got True Believer merchandise. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, we'll go look at that tonight too. Wizard Cell's in the house. What's going on? Tom Collide is here. Maddie B is in the house. Michael Croft, what is going on? Daniel Volt is still volting it. PS5 Future Gaming, what is going on? God damn it. PS5 is out there in Dubai living that dream. It's got to be middle of the night there, though. Woo. What is it? 6 hours? 6 hours. It's got to be like 2 a.m. Dude, if you're living your life out there at 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, by the way, there were 197 people that had signed up for the boat on August 13. So there are, I want to say 53 spaces left. Cost 3 ETH to get on the boat. And there are 53 spaces left. So, whew, things are getting interesting out there. Stephen Blaylock's in the house. When is Bone going to rise? Soon, I want to say. It is 5 a.m. in Dubai right now. God damn it. I bet, and I bet the car's beautiful, right? What do you drive? Tell me you're driving something that's fluorescent and glowing as it drives down the road. Joni Metcalf's in the house. WAGMA starting to dip just a little bit. The buy pressure seems to be down. So, you know, we'll see what happens. PD Pierre's in the house. What is going on, my man? So let's kick it off. Let's get into a little bit of what's going on. The SEC has named 8 Bitcoin ETF applicants on its federal register, and it's going to start tomorrow on Thursday, going through them all. The SEC's added BlackRock, Fidelity, and 6 other spot Bitcoin ETF applicants to the federal register, and they will start to go through each and every one of those. So the 8 applicants for spot coin BTFs, ETFs are BlackRock, Bitwise, Fidelity, Wisdom Tree, Van Eck, Invesco, ProShares, and Valkyrie. Now, that doesn't, for some reason, ARK Investments or ARK Capital is not there, and that seems a little bit odd. Not sure why that's not in that. I don't think Valkyrie is in there or should be in there because I think they were already launched. So not sure how this is going to play out, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. We got 8 different ones, and they are going to start. And look, Gary Gensler has gone out of his way. Gary Gensler goes out of his way to do everything bad. He called crypto today a bunch of scams, fraud, and abuse. And I was like, you know what? I'll rug pull to that. By the way, I am talking right now, for those of you that didn't see it on Twitter, I am talking about releasing my own token of some sort. Believes token, maybe. I'm not sure if it can't be something that I think adds value to people, then I probably won't name it Believes, but I'm definitely doing a launch. Just not sure what that launch is going to be yet. It'll take some time before I work it out. I need to have a reason, a function, a purpose. I'm not going to look. I don't really, I don't want to put my name on something that would quote unquote haunt me. You know what I mean? And since it is, I think you can use 6 characters. So I think it's either Believes or Believer that I could use. So, but the whole point is, if I can't find some value, and I did have somebody approach me at one point not long ago, and what he asked or what he said he thought was a good idea to launch a token would be for me to partner with a couple of different companies like Pink Sale. They were doing like pre-sales and stuff. Any company doing pre-sales to partner with them, and that anybody who's holding enough Believes tokens would get like a 5% discount on all pre-sales. So it'd be like making 5% more return on every single pre-sale that was happening, which sounds like a good idea. But like that's not going to help us in this market, or maybe it helps in this market, but you know, it would be more for the future. So I don't know that that's a real reason to. I don't know if that's the first and primary function that I'd want for it to have. Really, I would have to. I'm gonna start reaching out and finding. Is there somebody out there who, if you hold a certain amount, or if I can create an NFT? And Richard Nelson, I that's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably if you can hold an NFT or something, and if that NFT it allows you to get a discount on select items or something like that. I don't know. So, and it's going to be Ethereum chain. I'm not going to do it on a different chain. So, you know what I mean? Made my largest gain yesterday on MEXC from XRP. I think I'm hooked on leverage trading. My thanks, good sir. As a matter of fact, I don't know how much you got off of it, but if you were the one that had like 150,000, you are absolutely welcome. Don't forget, it's my birthday, and you can tip me in the description down below, because my wallet is down there, and believes.eth. If you want to skip all the yeah, he's right there. Guts, what are you doing, you little loud bastard? He's walking around with his tail up in the air like an asshole. All right. So, yeah, but anyway, don't forget Believes.eth. I take Ethereum. So, and yeah, happy birthday to me. So, we'll see how this, we'll see how this goes. What I can come up with as a reason to launch a token. I just don't want it to be a cash grab, or I don't want it to be a cash grab for me, because that's not, like, look, like anybody else, I want money. I want to have money. I'm not, I'm not averse to money, but my lane, honestly, is educating, informing you guys every day, trying to put out the best YouTube content that I have. My lane is not getting rich from a crypto. Full disclosure. I'm sure I will, because I have plenty of them. I got bags full of crypto all over the place, right? But that's not my lane. My lane is I want to produce content. I want to make the best content possible. And then I want to be able to present that content to you in a way that helps you navigate through the system, which is why I say things like 100x gems. 100x gems seems like a really good project, because you know what? 2 years ago, it did start on the 20th. It 100% the worst day in crypto in 2021 during that, when everything crashed because China banned crypto for the millionth time. That was the worst day ever. Maybe I'm doing great, but I'm not reaching enough people. So you might notice a change in some of my videos over the last day or two, and you'll start to see more and more changes as we go, where I start to branch out and change the way that I do some of these videos, just to try to help out. And there we go. Don't spend it all in one place. Ha ha ha. All right, man. That is three energy drinks. So I'm going to be wired in the morning. So thank you very much for that. Yeah. So, but here's the deal. 100x Gems is a partner of the channel. They're launching the smart contract builder, which is where my smart contract is going to come from. Then they have a fair launch deployer, so they will help navigate that whole system. And they're going to have a crypto platform like Telegram, where you can communicate with developers of projects, et cetera, et cetera. It seems like a great idea. So I'm gonna do that. And if that ends up being something that's really kind of cool, then nice, right? But I want it to have function. I want it to have purpose. I want it to have a reason. So, I'm going to work through it and see if I can come up with something that resonates. And if something doesn't resonate, then we might just make it just a random dog. Dude, Tyler's in the house. What's going on, my man? And by the way, again, if you haven't already, at least consider, and I don't have it up there right now because I'm working on a new kind of overlay. Here's the sponsors, by the way, but I screwed it up and I made it too big. So I put this together, and son of a bitch, if I didn't use the wrong size, because I'm an idiot. But I was going to put that like in this down right-hand corner over here, or somewhere off to the side where it would just like kind of be flashing every once in a while. I had this great plan, and then I finished it, and I got it ready, and it was perfect, and I got it. Everything was timed just appropriate. Everything was just awesome, right? And then son of a bitch, I screwed it all up. I made it too big. I was supposed to make it a whole lot smaller. So, we'll see. But yeah, this is an interesting potential crypto. I just want to have a use case for it. So let's move on here. Senate introduces a bill to ban Congress from owning stocks. By the way, this is going to be a big deal, because if this happens, it's probably going to apply to crypto too. And in a kind of swerve here, but not really a swerve, because Kirsten Gillibrand is, I don't know, she's in on it. You know what I mean? New York Democrat Kirsten Gillibrand and Missouri Republican Josh Hawley are introducing the new bill. The proposed bill includes office holders' spouses and children from trading individual company stocks. Here's what I'm going to say to this, no matter what, along with crypto being your point of reference for what you vote on. If it is, in fact, your choice there, then make this one too. Find out how your senator and how your congressman vote. find out how they vote on this, and then make sure that your vote counts against them if they say, hey, we should continue to be able to profit off of insider trading and inside information. I mean, go back and look, and I don't begrudge, by the way. There's nothing that you can, like, you can't convince me. And I, by the way, I know a lot of people made a lot of money off of Nvidia. And the one thing is, Paul Pelosi made a gigantic amount off of it. And it could be that he's not getting insider trading information. Yeah, right. But it's the perception there, whether he is or not, right? And let's face it, you've got a bunch of people who already think that politics is corrupt. And then you have a bunch of people who aren't smart enough. Look, there's a group of some of the people, and it doesn't matter what political alignment you are, but some of these people are the dumbest of the dumb. They're saying, like, oh, Nancy Pelosi got into Congress 500 million billion years ago, and she only had $39.48 in her pocket. How is she worth 177 million today? Well, dummy, her husband is worth 177 million, and she married him, and you're just making that shit up, right? Like, we got to be smart enough to see this, right? Even Mitch McConnell, which, by the way, I think, Mitch McConnell married, I don't know, Connie Chung or somebody, or Grace Chan, whatever. I don't fucking know who it was, but his wealth is hers, right? The reason that he has a bunch of money is because of her. Literally the only real like wealthy guy was that psycho dude out of California that disappeared off the radar a couple years ago. I don't even remember his name now. Daryl Issa or something like that. Daryl Issa just happened to be like almost a billionaire, self-made man before he got into Congress. So, you know what I mean? Like if you marry somebody with power or with money, then by proxy you have that money. But if somebody's sharing a meme about it, like, how did they get all that money? Because it dangles to the floor. Like, if Mitch McConnell said that, what would you do? Like, what would you do if you went to Mitch McConnell and said, Mitch McConnell, people are telling me that you're what is it? The deep state. You're the deep state. How did you go from having like no money to having $700 million? He looks at you and he goes, my wife, number one, and then he licks his eyebrows. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be the greatest thing that ever happened, right? Wouldn't that be the? Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah. What would he say? Well, George, a turtle has to keep all of his secrets, isn't that right? But imagine that. Imagine he was like, and just licked his entire face clean or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's the reason I have $700 million and you don't. You know what I mean? Stephen Blaylock with the $10 bomb. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man. Happy birthday to me. So anyway, but this is something that you should not want to see. Like, you don't want to see. Look, public servants. First of all, here's the difficulty, right? Here's the difficulty. What you want to do is you want to penalize the people that are making the laws, but then nobody's going to make the laws, right? The only people that are going to make the laws are the most corrupt, the most corruptible people. Not the most corrupt, but the most corruptible, because they're people that don't have money. So what do you think is going to happen? I mean, and just be honest about it. What do you think happens when, everybody in Congress, let's say we vote everybody out, right? And all we do is we get a bunch of people, middle of the road, and the non-rich, nobody, like they go in idealistic the first day, and by day 5, they're smoking cigars. The Clinton one is using cigars for other stuff, but they're smoking cigars and they're hanging out, and they've got all of these different people who are like, yeah, we're going to fund your campaign forever, bro. And now you just have a bunch more corrupt people, right? There's no answer until you overturn Citizens United, and in order to do that, you're going to have to get the Republican conservative wing of the Supreme Court out. The problem with that is that you're going to also create another storm of a different type. You know what I mean? Something else is going to come out, if you move from conservative to liberal in the court system. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just shifting, right? And I don't know what changes, but there would be changes, right? So, but now I'm on a rant here. God damn it, y'all made me do this, right? It's your fault, right? So anyway, don't vote for anybody who votes against this. And if they give you some bullshit reason, don't fall for that bullshit reason just because you like Donald Trump or just because you like Joe Biden. Don't fall for the game, right? Don't fall for that. Next up, the Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum, top 3 coins on the brink of golden crosses. And when we get the golden crosses, that tends to be a big move, right? The golden cross occurs when a higher time frame moving average, typically a 200 MA, crosses a lower time frame, usually a 50 MA. So we do have it's all over the place, by the way. If you come around here, and Jesus Christ, I keep turning these Bollinger Bands off, but every time I go back to this thing, they're back on. But if you look at these higher time frames over here, and there we go. And oh my God, I hate. Take the wheel, dog. Anyway, on these higher time frames right now, we've got 50s and 200s. This one's not about to cross over, but the weekly one, I think, was about to have that crossover. There we go. Yeah, so the weekly, you can see it right here. And why can I not get this zoomed out to the right? Oh my God, let's turn everything off. Hold on. I know, we're going to turn everything off. There we go. And now, that's it. And now we're going to turn on. Oh my God. Oh my God. SMA. All right. So all right. So, oh my God, this motherfucker. Okay. So that shit's not working for me. Here we go. All right. So let's go back to this right here. All right. So here is, we've had the crossover right here on the weekly. And then the monthly over here is already crossed over. Daily kind of oscillates back and forth here. So we're golden crossed on a little bit of this. XRP let's see where we at here. Weekly. Yeah. So the weekly, it's about to golden cross over here again. By the way, XRP long got filled at 85 cents today. So that one is out of play. I need new plays, but these things are going to be moving. And when they're moving like this, then of course there's going to be big things. And a lot of people keep saying that. A lot of people keep saying XRP will be moon tomorrow. And I certainly want to see that. I certainly want to see something happen here big because it's great for cryptocurrency. But as you can see right here, it's already happening in the 2 hour, let's go to the 1 hour. Actually, it's a little easier to look at there. But in the 1 hour, we've already broken out, and now we're using 81 as support. If we're using 81 cents as support, and you can see it right there, that 81. And again, I told you guys this before, that this was going to be a resistance line, right? Well, it's being used as support right now, which means that $1 is in sight. Like, we're going to get a move. And by the way, I think BitBoy said he thinks it's going to $15. I don't agree with that at all right now. I do think $10 is a stretch, but possible. I don't think that, look, one of the big things about XRP was that it was a ledger that was based on the ability of rapid transfer of funds for banks and financial institutions. Well, guess what? There's like 5 blockchains that do that now. And all we needed was clarity on how these transactions were going. Institutional is still security. Retail is still it's still commodity for the moment. So, there's a lot of these different moving parts here. And Nestor27 brings up a very good point. And that point is that Fed now will use XRP. That might happen. And if that happens, then that's going to be a big deal. Like the transfer of funds is about to change. The way we conduct business is fundamentally going to be altered. And can you imagine the amount of jobs that's going to cost? All the people that work in those Brinks trucks and that do all of this stuff in relation to money, transferring it, they're going to be out of job pretty soon. Anyway, Golden Cross is about to happen. boom. Here we go. NASDAQ has halted their crypto custody plans amid the tough U.S. regulatory environment. Now, this is not really news because they had plans. They weren't formulating anything and doing anything actively. They just had plans to do it. And as you guys know, they're now part of BlackRock. They're a watcher service doing oversight on the BlackRock ETF while Coinbase is doing the custody. So they're still in the mix here, NASDAQ is, but they have not adopted anything specific right now for custody services. So we're going to watch that. If that changes, that probably becomes a bigger thing because that would lead, I think they're going to look for clarity. Those 8 ETFs that we're working on right now, I would think that those are the ones that are going to happen. But now Gary Gensler wants a fresh $109 million to help the SEC rein in the Wild West of crypto. You know what? Gary Gensler just told you guys. He just told you guys, hey, I want $109 million and I'm coming for each one of you assholes that watch Believes Crypto every night because you guys are the jankiest bunch of criminals and scum and villainy in the entire galaxy, or whatever shit Han Solo and all those guys said in Star Wars. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend, you nerds. You know what I'm talking about. But Gary Gensler now is he's like, bro, if I could just get a little bit of cash, right, then I could fix everything. Because like commodity security, it doesn't even matter, bro. All I need is some cash. 109 mil, it's gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Just give me the cash. Come on, bro. Anyway, the enforcement budget would be 1.4 billion. He just needs another 109 million to get rid of the wild west. And I wish I had Kool Moe Dee in the background dancing for me. It's the wild west. That'd be awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Apple, this was a big one. And if you guys were looking at Apple stock today, did you guys see what happened there? APO, God damn it. Hit the wrong one. Look at Apple. This was this was the hour. Look at that candle on the hour. It was just ripping all of the sudden. And look at all those futures gaps, by the way. But this his thing ripped up to 198. Like it was just on a massive run. I did come, of course, back down. But when you're a couple point gain on Apple stocks in a day, like that's just absolutely bonkers. But it happened. BNB still struggling. I'm still waiting to see some kind of announcement. CZ Binance at some point, he's gonna hold up his hand and he's gonna say, I don't know how he's gonna do it, but I'm sure it's gonna be something like, I've joined the 4 horsemen, and that's it, bro. It's all FUD. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Who's coming with me? Party on Wayne. Party on Garth. You know what I mean? Dude, what's my tattoo say? Sweet. What about mine? Dude, what's my tattoo say? Sweet. What about mine? You know what I mean? Like CZ and Elon maybe get together or something like that. Did you guys hear about Elon, by the way? Did you hear that profit is down 50% on Twitter? So that's not good. And all the money that was giving out, if you guys go back and start to look, because people are starting to like break this down right now, and it seems that all the it's probably disrespectful for me to say radical, but radicalized does seem to fit a lot of the people who were making money. Like Andrew Tate is an accused pedophile who is being prosecuted by a government. And just because he speaks to a group of people that Elon currently likes, for some reason, he was allowed to be monetized. That seems crazy to me. Now, it could be that Elon just supports him no matter what, because he's a friend or because he believes that he's innocent, and that's fine, right? But it seems a little bit weird, right? Now, take it a step further, and who else? Matt Wallace. Matt Wallace spends his entire day talking about all of the crazy conspiracies left and right, monetized. And Tim Pool. Every time you have a conspiracy, a piece of Tim Pool's hair falls out. You know what I mean? Which is why he wears that skull cap, because he believes everything. And do you remember way back in the old days when he was grifting everybody and lying before he started grifting everybody and lying? He was a radical liberal back in the old days. And look, you don't diametrically just change the exact views on everything, but he has altered every single thing to be more in line with his target audience. Now, at some point, you start believing that kind of stuff, right? And it's okay to believe. You know, he does it. He's down the rabbit hole, and of course, oddly enough, monetized. Well, what happened? Well, we went from Elon Musk was getting ad revenue from Apple. He was getting ad revenue from Walmart. He was getting ad revenue from major corporations everywhere, even Anheuser-Busch. They were getting you to buy Bud Light there. And now, I want you to take a hard look over the next 24 hours. Go to your crypto, your Twitter, crypto Twitter, and what ads are you getting? Just go look down there. And if your ads that you're getting are who are those guys? The Doobie brothers, the Doobie guys. What are their names? Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong gummies are where you're getting your ad revenue right now. Look at this. I got this blocked. I better unblock this shit. Whoops. I'm not helping the cause. That's kind of weird. All right. So, but as you go down here, Pinata. The fuck is Pinata? Have you ever heard of Pinata? It's an NFT platform. But then as you keep going down here, you start finding all these different promoted, right? Addressable. It's a data-driven. Okay, so maybe it's crypto, right? Sashimi, better calm down. Oh my God. But as you go down and you start finding the promotions, they are not the things that you thought they were anymore. They are like they are people who are paying far less than what was being generated a long time ago on the Twitter platform. Revenue is down 50% while he's making these enormous payouts. And Twitter Spaces on Tuesday, I was on the crypto war room while I was speaking. Twitter Spaces crashed and they couldn't get it back up for 20 minutes. So, I mean, and the worst part was Threads, no good. So you can't use that as an out. So, but anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I hope that he rights the ship, because I think we all kind of use that space, you know. I think we all use that space, so I think we need it to be as successful as possible. So hopefully it will be. Anyway, so wait a minute, Apple's generative AI is coming out. They have their own version of ChatGPT that they're going to have and release pretty soon. Crypto Trader, however, here we go. Guys, remember, I told you not that long ago, where do we go? We go to 37,000, then we go to 55,000, 54,000 is what I said. But now, Rect Capital, that Bitcoin will likely repeat a historic pattern after halving events, which occurs every 4 years, and the price will soar. So he is saying that it's going to go to 55,000 almost very soon. He's in the wagon with me on what's about to happen. So good for him on being smart. You know what I mean? Anyway, what is it that crazy lady says? Oh, bubbles. Boop, 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 boop. Whatever the fuck she says. Crazy ass lady. Anyway, Robert Freeman with a $10 bomb. Happy birthday. Thanks for the videos. Do anything about Mantle? Just launched 1 billion market. I don't know anything about Mantle. God damn it. Now I'm going to have to learn. Mantle. Crypto. Mass adoption of decentralized and token. Ooh, God, I don't like anything like this that comes out with $1 billion market cap. That is not a great sign already. I'm going to add it to my crypto Twitter links. I'm going to do some research on it, but it says with Mantle Network and Ethereum rollup, Mantle Treasury, and a token holder governed roadmap for products and initiatives, we build MNT powered products on Ethereum, hyperscale performance secured by Ethereum. This is just random and kind of drives the ecosystem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up when I have some time. That I get nervous. Here's what I think is going to happen there. If you remember the last couple of really big launches like that, first of all, you had ApeCoin, which just absolutely sent and soared, and then guess what? Now it's just dumped. But it launched with like $1 billion market cap. Now it's a $600 million market cap after dumping hard. Then there was another one that came after. Oh, ICP, the Internet Computer the Internet Computer Protocol, and it was launched at a $666 to price. It's now trading for $1. Like that shit's crazy. So yeah, I'm not a fan of anything that raises $1 billion in capital. Now the good thing that I would say is that BitDAO, ZNet, there were a lot of actual real good investors in the profile that I just looked at. So I am looking at it, and I'll let you guys know if something comes up there. We'll check out what Mantle is and figure it out. And if it's worth talking about, we'll talk about it some more because it looked viable. But when we come over here and we look at this 1 billion market cap, where do we see Mantle coming in? Maker, we don't see. So Mantle's not in here. Even though it said it was $1 billion market cap. I don't see it. So let's go back up here. There we go. Mantle. Mantle has launched. It's 57 cents right now. Has $1 billion market cap, but it's self-reported 17 million in trading volume. Self-reported circulating supply is 1.84 billion. So it's all self-reported, and it's only got 17 million in trading volume. This thing will come down hard, and it's going to come down hard because it looks like crypto coin market cap can't verify its actual position. So decent enough trading. I mean, it's decent trading volume. I don't want to take anything away from it. But it's weird that it just launches. It's at $1 billion market cap. I mean, let's go 7 days. What are we looking at? 7 days gone from 48 to 50 cents. In a month, it launched it launched 2 days ago. So it doesn't matter how far we go back. Went from 48 cents to dumped on launch. That's not bad, actually. You know what? Let me take everything back here. If there's some value to this, it's got to be a dip. Like there's too much upward momentum on it right now. But I would expect to see over the next couple days a nice drawdown to about that like it's going to do a decent fib retracement. When it does the fib retracement, then I think that's the spot where you would want to that's where you really kind of want to come in and see what's up. Let's do 7 days over here. Yeah, so this hasn't even had a fib retracement at this point. So I would be looking at like this right here, this 51 cent level at least would be my buy zone. I wouldn't be buying anything until 51 cents. So yeah, it really kind of looks like yeah, you know what? I would say the 51 cents. It's going to come down to that level before anything starts to take off. As far as CoinGlass, we're still hovering around 30,000. Ethereum had a nice little dump, by the way. If you remember, I was telling you earlier this morning that a bunch of Ethereum entered the market and got dumped hard. Got dumped real hard. Binance looks like it might be starting to move. Bitcoin at 30,000 again. I don't know if this means we're going to run up, but this is in the overnights, and we're looking for this 30,000 support level to start allowing us a pump into this 30,400 level. That is a line to gain that we really need to get, because if we can do that, then that's going to flip this. That's going to flip this back over into bullish momentum, which is going to be great for basically every project at this point. Now, Bitcoin liquidations right here, as you can see, the logical step right now, the easiest of steps, is to push into this level right here. Doesn't look like it's going to go to 3,400. Looks like maybe 30,200 might be where it stops. 30,288 is an attractive area, but it doesn't look like Like we're going to need some serious momentum to get into these ranges here. Otherwise, I think we're going to go over here. We're going to steal some liquidity. Then we're going to come back down. We're going to take some liquidity over here at the 29.5 level. Then we're going to come back over here, maybe try it again. But really, there's so much liquidity in this area, all the way to this empty spot right here, and maybe even down into this 28.5 level, 28.6 level. It's really 28.6, I guess. So 28.6 is the level that I think that Bitcoin has to move back down to in order to have enough liquidity to make a concerted push back to the upside and to get us into this next 32, 33,000, 35,000 zone and get us up to 37. So in the meantime, let's talk the broader market. Bone, $1.28. A little reversal in the last hour, it looks like, or 2 hours. Yeah. So we had a nice little run. It rejected. Here we go again. I said $1.43 is going to be the next target. It did break out here. If it confirms out here, then I expect $1.40, $1.41 coming very, very shortly. Ben at 55.02. Ben was having a nice little run, and then it looked like it just kind of stalled at this 63 number, and just immediately kind of reversed. It didn't mint a higher high going into that next chance. So now you're looking at this, and that doesn't look great. Now, when you come over here and look at this, you can make an argument that there's some kind of wedge playing out, but I'm not sure that that wedge is coming, like that wedge is not coming from anywhere. This is really just sideways action. So I wouldn't even call it a wedge. It just coincidentally, I think, it looks that way. I think more likely we're looking at more of a range here, but we had a breakout, and the breakout's starting to come back down. So maybe something happens, maybe it doesn't. We'll see what goes on. But I think that there's some big announcements that are getting ready to be made. Now, I did speak to Cassie, and we're waiting for. There's some announcements that are coming. So we'll see what happens. Advantis up 1.1%, 1342. 100x gems. Guess what? Could I call it better? No. I told you guys a week ago what was probably going to happen, that this would be the line to gain, that we would probably come down here. We probably test this. This is where the reversal would start, and it's starting again. So BRL 4371, SHIB 7729, PSYOP 1824, MMAI 3020, Lillian 5000, Pepe 1532, Cult 3251, Volt 3077. Big stuff happening on Volt, by the way. I don't know if it's going to affect the price, but it's some both AI stuff, and the video game is going to implement their NFTs. So there's some stuff that's happening over there that might make a little bit of wave in the metaverse, because it is a fighting game. You can earn Volt by battling on Steam. Like it seems like it's got there's something behind this right now. So from this bottom over here, if you just consider this, it is kind of moving in this pattern. And if we could keep it going, then, it might have a nice little breakout. And look at this. It's been really, perfectly aligned all the way along. Another wedge pattern breaking out. And this one I'm not just seeing in my mind. This one's a long-term sort of play out here. But it's, if you just consider the positions that it is, then there's a breakout expected here tomorrow, it looks like, on my birthday. So if Volt breaks out on my birthday, best case scenario, because, by the way, Volt used to be one of the biggest holdings that I had. Volt used to be one of the biggest holdings that I have. Now it's not even in the top 4. Like, it just all of a sudden it's like, eh. Thank you for the Valor Bomb. There we go, man. I appreciate that. Dude Tyler with $5 in the house. All right. Boop, 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 yum, yum, ice cream, eat, delicious, good shit, whatever I don't know, whatever bitch is. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Grumpy Cat down to 4,000, still just, I don't see any enthusiasm. I don't see any, but I'm not engaged in that community. I told you what happened over there. So I'm just kind of sitting here with a bag that's just declining to the point that it's, it's not laughable, but, it'll just be there for a while, and we'll see what happens. It seems like there was an engaged community. I don't know if there's still going to be. Deconex 1731, WAGME 2459. By the way, WAGME, look at this. WAGME is down big time over its pump, right? However, look how far it's up overall. And I think that you can kind of consider this right here. If this is an indication of what happens over here, then I think that we're probably going to be looking at something playing out similar to this, maybe minting an all-time high, coming back down for another test at this level before sending again to another high. I think that it's in the cards at this point that 100 million is locked in. This is just the start of stuff for WAGMA games that's about to pop out. So they're just getting going at this point. So it's got a long way to go. So I'll see you guys at the finish line. Pepe, God damn it, there you are. So yeah, if you can get in at this point, like I would wait and I would be shrewd trying to get in at 31. If you get in 31, just consider it's probably going to pump back up to 58. You see here that it did go to 4 and then it went back up to 57. So, it will pump with the right sentiment behind it. And 1.54 million in volume means that there is still money to be made off of it. So good opportunity. Let's just see what happens. So it's not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you appreciate my new Sky Dome apartment complex here with the glowing shit everywhere. And nothing's moving, you say? Yeah, I mean, nothing's moving on it because I told everything don't move. Duh. We're taking pictures here. So anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning. As you see here, this is going to be the start of a bunch of different changes that I'm going to make on the channel. The content, I hope it's going to evolve. By the way, if there's any kind of content that you guys are looking for, not specifically the tokens, but other things, then we're going to start doing that too. So I want to engage you guys a little bit more. By the way, I want to engage you guys so much that you get a NordVPN account sign up. I need 3 more in order to hit a bonus for myself. And guys, daddy need that Bobo. You know what I mean? And it's my birthday. Like I can't get 3 people to sign up on NordVPN for my birthday. Do you know what I mean? For 90 days free. You know what I mean? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Anyway, not financial advice. See you in the morning.
I'm about to drop some hugely powerful alpha. And that's what they call it. They call it alpha, believe me. Okay?
This is not Trump Tower, by the way. But let's do it.
I'm about to drop some hugely powerful alpha. And that's what they call it. They call it alpha, believe me. Okay? And not many people know this, but alpha means that I know big things, strong things, powerful things. So here's the alpha, folks. If you want to be hugely rich like me, you got to join and subscribe to the BLEEVESCRYPTO YouTube channel. You got to become a member because many people say, quite frankly, it's the strongest YouTube channel out there. It's fantastic. It's the best. So let me know what you think, folks. Funny Donald out.
And if you can't trust Donald Trump, who can you trust? And before we go, I'm going to give you one last video. My man Broheim.
I need you to be honest with me.
I am being honest with you, dude.
This is gonna go a lot easier if you're honest.
And I will, yeah, dude.
Yeah. What are you on right now, man?
Cloud9. What? Cloud9.
No, what are you on right now?
One.
You gotta be honest.
I'm on one, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Stop fucking around. What are you on right now, man?
TikTok. What? Instagram. All of them. I'm on all of them.
I'm not talking about your ads. Drugs.
Sure, if you got some. Yeah, I'm down. You guys partying? Yeah,
Sir,
dude.
Step out of the car.
It got weird. It got weird. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, in the proofs and the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I ain't mean to call you that.